Hello everyone, welcome back to Dr. Coda's medical coding classes. So today I am going to discuss chapter 1, certain infectious and parasitic diseases. As it is a long chapter, I am taking it as three parts, dividing it into three parts. Okay, so the code range for this chapter is A002 to B99. So the first condition is human immunodeficiency virus infections or HIV. So the code for HIV infections is B20. So the guideline is we have to take code for only the confirmed cases of HIV. Okay, the code B20 should be given only for the confirmed cases of HIV. Even if it is written as suspected, possible HIV or probable HIV, we cannot code it as confirmed. We cannot give B20. Instead, we have to code for the signs or symptoms. Okay, we have to code B20 only if it is confirmed. Next one, selection and sequencing of HIV codes. First one, patient admitted for HIV related condition. So when a HIV positive patient comes to hospital for some condition, we have to look if it is an HIV related condition or if it is an HIV unrelated condition, and the sequencing will be accordingly. The first one is if the patient comes with an HIV related condition. Example, an HIV positive patient comes with Kaposi sarcoma or pneumocystitis pneumonia, etc. These are some HIV related conditions. So the first code should be B20, the HIV positive status code. Okay, the first code is B20 and the second code is that particular HIV related condition. Example, if the patient comes with Kaposi sarcoma, then the first code will be B20 and second code will be code for Kaposi sarcoma. Okay. Then the next one is if the patient comes for HIV unrelated condition, that is patient is HIV positive only, but now his admission is for something unrelated to HIV. At that case, the first code is HIV unrelated condition and second code is B20. Okay, for example, if a patient with HIV, that is an HIV positive patient, comes currently for treatment of a fracture, then the first code will be that fracture code and the second code will be B20, HIV positive code. Next one is asymptomatic HIV. What is asymptomatic? Asymptomatic means without symptom. Okay, so we can give the code Z21 for asymptomatic HIV when the provider documented as asymptomatic or HIV with no symptoms or such conditions. Okay, then the next one is patient with inconclusive HIV serology. Inconclusive HIV serology means we does not have a positive or negative findings in his lab findings. Okay, that is the laboratory finding is inconclusive or non-specific. In such case, we can give the code R75, that is inconclusive HIV serology. Okay. The next one is previously diagnosed HIV related illness. Here it is saying that once if a patient is confirmed as HIV positive, then he will be always taken as HIV positive patient. That is, we can give always B20 as the HIV code. Okay, once he is taken as B20 and for the next visit we can't give either Z21 or R75. Once B20 means always for all other visits he will be HIV positive patient only. The code will be B20 only. Next one is HIV infection in pregnancy, childbirth and puerperium. We know for all complications in pregnancy, we will have a first code as the O code. Similar is the case for HIV infection in pregnancy, childbirth and puerperium too. So the first one is pregnant, childbirth or puerperium period admitted for HIV related illness. That is, the patient is HIV positive and currently he is pregnant and now he is admitting for HIV related illness. Okay, then the first code will be the O code, O98.7. The second code will be B20 and the third code will be the particular HIV related illness. Okay, so for example, if the patient is a pregnant patient and HIV positive, currently is admitted for pneumocystitis pneumonia means first code will be O98.7 series code, second code will be B20 and the third code will be a code for pneumocystitis pneumonia. Okay, Then the next guideline is asymptomatic HIV patient admitted for healthcare encounter in pregnancy, childbirth or puerperia. That is, patient is pregnant, patient is asymptomatic HIV status, that is HIV with no symptoms. In that case, first we can code the O code, O98.7. Okay, pregnancy complicated by HIV. That is how we have to search in the alphabetic index. And the second code is asymptomatic HIV status code, that is Z21. Okay. The next guideline is for encounters for testing for HIV. That is, when the patient comes for testing whether to know if he have HIV or not, then the first code will be Z11.4. Okay, encounter for screening of HIV. And the second code will be if he have any associated risk behavior, then that code should be coded as the second code. Okay. The next one, patient with signs and symptoms comes for testing. That is, patient is having some signs and symptoms of HIV and then he comes for testing. Then the first code will be that particular signs and symptom. What sign and symptom he have, that will be the first code. And the second code will be a counseling code, that is Z71.7. Okay, then when the test results are negative, they test for HIV and if it is negative, then we can give only the counseling code, that is Z71.7, HIV counseling code. Next one is infectious agents as the cause of disease classified elsewhere. The codes for this is, the code for infectious agents is B95, B96 and B97. These codes are never given as principal codes. They are always used as additional codes to identify the organism which is causing infection. Okay, so the B95 codes includes Streptococcus, Enterococcus and Staphylococcus as the cause of disease classified to other chapters. B96 means other bacterial agents, means other than this listed in the B95. And B97 means viral agents as the cause of disease classified to other chapters. So, if in any conditions of the other chapters, if we do not provide a organism code in that particular chapter, means we have to take code from B95, B96, B97 additionally. For example, a code like cystitis, N30 is a code for cystitis. Cystitis means inflammation of urinary bladder, wherein in the code N30 series the organism is not mentioned. Okay, it is just mentioning as acute cystitis, chronic cystitis and such conditions only, not mentioning the organism. So if in the question organism is mentioned, means we have to take the organism code from B95 or B96 or B97. Next one is infections resistant to antibiotics. So if in the documentation it is stated like this infection is resistant to antibiotics, means the first code should be the particular infection, the type of infection which is resistant to antibiotics, and the second code will be Z16, that is resistance to antimicrobial drugs status code. So now I am concluding here. We will discuss the next portion in part 2 and part 3 of the chapter. So if you have any doubt, means you can ask in the comment section. Thank you.